like you, Mark, I haven't seen a lot of the episodes. What I have seen are the ones that we would see during lunches, usually on Thursdays. I would look forward to that because we were so busy shooting. I didn't have time to watch them. But I do cringe when I watch, especially the pilot and the earlier episodes.
Why?
But,
why?
You're so good.
Because of what you're saying. The arc, like we have to start somewhere with Daniel.
Right.
Go somewhere with Daniel. And that was one of the takeaways, that it couldn't have been done any other way than the way they wrote the episodes. But yeah, I agree. He's almost entirely unlikable, but how much more fun for us to end up where we do. And the other thing I noticed in rewatching some of the episodes, the most fun I had was when Daniel would come and visit the Suarez.
Oh my God. We loved it.
Because he had no like real stable family of his own. There was like, he was surfing, pretending what it would be like to have a whole family, and it would watching those makes me very tearful because there's like a wholeness that Daniel gets, even if only briefly he gets to sort of, try out for a while when he's.
That's so true. And also we were very close. I mean, you were super close with my husband. You still are. You guys are like total buds. And we got very close during that whole thing. So, and you got married. You had your first baby during the show. I got married. I had my first baby during the show. You guys did it first, though. So we
we moved to New York, and then I had second baby.
That's right. That's right. And we really sort of leaned on you a lot on that during that time. I think sort of.
You're like, hey, how are we supposed to do this? What do we do now?
No, really. Honestly,
did you guys like live like down the street from each other?
Yes,
or something?
we were both. We were all in Brooklyn.
It was amazing because when Anna was working, I was not, generally speaking.
That's
so I got
right.
to hang out, and vice versa. Like it was
That's right. It actually was a perfect storm, as it were. I mean, but you guys lived in this beautiful place, and you had your, you had the babies. I have still, what I would love to sort of, maybe if we could put that on some sort of thing of like our little babies playing together is so ridiculous and crazy and fun. But we all went through all of this together. Like it was such an incredible experience. And I remember just sort of leaning on you guys a lot through that.
Yeah.
Sort of like, how am I supposed to negotiate being a parent and working on this?
And we had Max right before we started shooting the show. Like we were in St. John's in Santa Monica, and I remember Richard and Jim being like, so when do you think you can come to work now? And we're excited that you have a son now. But I was like, what do I do?
Are you serious? Because I was 2 weeks out of having Paloma, and they were like, so your call time's 4 a.m. And I was like, I had a baby 2 weeks ago, you motherfuckers.
Well, and you looked better than ever. Stop
I
it.
had definitely didn't have to pad I didn't need no chicken cutlets.
And this season of this pod is talking about season 1.
Yeah.
But since we have Eric, I wanted to just talk about season 2 when Daniel and Justin have like this kind of like this bonding moment. And I just remember being in downtown LA on a basketball court. With
Do you remember?
And
it's funny. Yeah,
and it's just so
I totally
strange.
forgot about it.
I've not seen the episode itself, but upon watching the show, I'm just
having
like accessing all of
flashbacks.
these memories.
Yeah.
And like when I was thinking about having, that we were going to have you on the pod, I was just kind of like, what are my like core memories of Eric like working with you? And that was the thing that just kind of literally like came out of my mind, like where I was just like, oh, right. When we were forced to play basketball on some rooftop.
There's nothing linear about my memories from the show.
That's
I
right.
sort of like LA and New York, but I felt like it was just one
Yes.
Yeah.
episode.
Me too.
Right, because we were we were finishing one, starting another, going back to do reshoots from a third. So
Right.
it was all
And this was in the
one
day.
episode.
This is in the day when we're shooting 24 episodes. So
Yeah.
we were working
On
all
film.
year on film. God bless it. R.I.P.
On
we're,
film.
We're working. We're shooting 24. So we had like 2 months off actually because it was a regular job. It was so fabulous. Bring those back. Bring back the 24 episodes.
But what I really, but in terms of who you're working with, I want to know
yes.
about what that episode in season 1 when we are introduced to Judith Light
When we first meet
in
Judith.
in like the sober house.
You and Judith had such an amazing dynamic.
It's honestly, I laughed and I almost kind of cried.
It was
like I don't know. I felt a lot of emotions.
I don't know why, but that was, even before that happened, I knew that was going to happen. There was something about Judith and the way I don't know how I regarded her, but obviously she felt already like my mother.
Yeah.
From the beginning. I don't know why that was.
I get it.
I do know why it is, because of Judith's presence alone.
Judith is mother.
That is my mom.
Judith is mother.
That's my mom.
But it was like when I showed up to say hello to her, it was like we had a lifetime of memories already. And I don't know, it was sort of uncanny.